Hi, it's Christine here. I'm after the weekend. I'm on day 8 of the Clean Eating Challenge. So today's food for thought, I just wanted to talk about stress and processed foods. First of all, stress hits us all every day, even with small things that we do, even rushing in traffic and trying to get to a place on time. Today was particularly stressful for me. I went out with the kids to get them into the car and I couldn't open the car because the central locking had triggered, and the keys were in the ignition, so we couldn't get in, had to get lifts to school, etc., etc. So yeah, all different levels of stresses and different ways of dealing with it. But one way that we can all help ourselves with stress is how our bodies physically deal with it. So we've all heard probably by now of antioxidants that's found in your fresh fruit and vegetables. This helps every cell in your body deal with stress. So it's very important to have that understanding about that, what we eat is going to help us with our stress. Now, coming on to kind of processed foods versus fresh foods, this really helps by really understanding, I guess, this clean eating program, or a clean eating, what it means. So taking a decision about what you're going to eat and being able to assess food, and look at something and be able to take it a few steps back to its natural state. So for example, if you go into a shop and you're thirsty, you could get a Coke. Coca-Cola, we know, is really bad for us, especially drinking regularly. It can be very detrimental to our health, full of sugar, and we all know that flooding your body with sugar regularly is also compromising our immune systems. So there you go, you leave the Coke and you get a fruit drink. And then you pick up the fruit drink and you see actually that, there's maybe 40% fruit in it, and you see the first ingredient is sugar. So there again, high sugar content, some fruit in it, possibly better than the Coke. And then you can upgrade then to a fruit juice. So 100% fruit juice. And you can pick that up and see that it is 100%, check that's not from concentrate, that it's actually fresh squeezed juice, and then you know that it is 100% of oranges in it, and nothing else, no other added ingredients. And then of course you can have your water, your pure water, and you could get an orange to go with that. So you're eating the actual whole orange and the water, because if as juice goes, when you juice an orange, there's the sugar content does change. So possibly we should be drinking fruit juice, in small amounts, not in like a big bottle. So the water and the full orange is probably the best choice of all of them. So just being able to assess your choices really and bring it back to the best you can do. And that really is the empowering thing about this T30 and the clean eating idea, because when you have that understanding, when you're out and about, you can assess, when you're at a smorgasbord, when you're at a restaurant, you can kind of assess your food. You're not like counting calories, or you're not cutting out anything as such, but you're just assessing it for how many steps back, how many steps into the processed state it is, and base your decision on that. And it's all balance after that. And that also, will help your body deal with stress. So I think we'd all like to be able to combat our stress a little bit. It's quite prevalent in the modern day living. So yeah, food is a really empowering way to do that. So I find this time, third time doing this clean eating program, I definitely have a much better understanding and able to assess the food. Although planning is probably necessary when you're doing like a Kickstart program like this, to an extent, it's also really important. And by doing that, gives you that kind of understanding behind why you're eating what you're eating, and being able to assess your food. So along with my kickstarting my exercise today, I'm going to try and jog about 20 minutes 3 times this week, and do some yoga, and I'm going to try and fit in a bit of relaxation with that. At the weekend I was at a drumming circle with my daughter, and a few hours into it, beating on the drums in a circle with other people, On the drive home, my husband was driving, I recognized how deeply relaxed I was. So yeah, putting things into place purposefully to help us rejuvenate or reboot and switch off and just relax is really important, and can also help, combat stress. So that's it for me today. I'll talk to you tomorrow, and have a nice day. Bye.